Welcome to After 8 Hours, featuring your boys, JackJack, 1620, and JayTi7N.
Yeah.
On today's episode, we're going over premature PoGo Festulation.
That sounded problematic.
Yeah, that's the point. It's a little premature. No, there's some new Pokemon Go Fest information. Spoiler alert, it's only $5. It's kind of nice.
That's gonna be dope.
Actually, kind of really amazing. And then we're talking about having access to each other's chests and our friends' chests. And we got some other fun things on the docket for you today. So first of all, let's start off with how you doing.
I'm doing solid. It was hot as fuck today.
Oh my gosh, I was not ready for summer.
I got my tan.
Oh, let's go.
Just like a little bit already. So I'm excited for that. No, it was like stupid hot today. I was not.
So today was Gible or Gible.
Ghiblies.
I know it's Gible. Community Day. Everyone got another opportunity to get those shiny Garchomps. Really cool.
Yeah, with Earth Power.
With Earth Power. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Gible's just fun. And then for those that needed more dragons or Earth Pokemon for certain things, like if you're still on the Mew Quest or
you want to mix up your PvP, like.
Yeah, and then badges. It's nice that people want platinum badges that might not have them yet. Dragons are kind of few and far between, generally, until these kind of community days where you're like Jack and you catch 7,000 of them, I think.
Yes.
You know, so it's nice for that. Again, kind of the second run of community. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it out. I was kind of bedridden earlier today with like a whole bunch of pain shit, so it's kind of normal, but eventually I'll get it figured out.
Body's just like,
yeah, don't get old, folks.
Daddy.
I'm about the size or
the
size and age of like a brontosaurus.
I just want you to get cyborg parts. Like, I think to just like get them chopped.
I will get cyborg ports. I mean, I guess I'll have ports too. You know what I'm saying? I'll get cyborg parts as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to horny jail today, so but you know, still I was able to catch a few Gible.
Yeah.
Around. So I got a couple shiny. That was pretty cool. And then I got my Earth Power Garchomp.
Yarth.
Oh
yeah.
And no, I think it was fun. I mean, I was a little sad that I couldn't go out as much as I wanted to because again, last community day, which was only 2 weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Last community day, we were out. And it was nice. It was like almost, like I said, nostalgic that we were able to go to AMC. I kind of wanted to do that again this month, maybe next month. Or for Go Fest, we'll have Go Fest next month.
Yes.
So regardless of the Community Day Pokemon, if it's Charmander again or some bullshit, because that's what Pokemon Go likes to do. I'm joking, but you know, Go Fest, it'll be nice to get out there and go. I'm still not sure about Wash Park, but
well, I was talking about like I know I ran to a lot of trainers today, so like Banani, like gave a good shout out, so I give a shout out back. Like Pat and a bunch of others were just
Pat,
like
Valor Pat.
Yeah, like he did a little dancey dance Pokemon today. Let me see if I can find it. He put it on the Facebook.
I heard Pat stop playing Pokemon with him.
He did because it's repetitious. Like I don't blame him. Like it's pretty much you pay for a certain event sometimes.
Yeah.
Or it's just again, he's very much kind of in the zone of he wants it to be the same challenge and allure of the past.
But Pat's got like the Niantic trifecta going on because he was an Ingress player before Pokemon Go. And then Harry Potter came out and he was all aboard.
Oh, he's still all aboard.
Hogwarts Express. I don't remember what it's called.
I don't know. They got in some station with a fraction, something like that.
9 3/4, except for my ass went to 8 3/4, so I just ran into the wall like an idiot.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, I deserve it for being a dirty Harry Potter fan. But
Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, he plays all three, and he's relatively high in all three.
Yeah, like, I don't know if you could see my screen.
Unseeable.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to edit.
Yeah, there it is. He did a little dancey dance in an actual little Pikachu costume.
He had a Pikachu costume?
Yeah, I think his daughter got it for him, and I was like, I didn't know, and then I walked up, and he showed me the video. I was like, you are ridiculous.
That's awesome.
But I give him props for the spirits. Like, that's dope.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to see him out there playing. It's good to see people out there playing.
In general, and hopefully, like, because AMC, again, had their COVID vaccine stuff. So if you haven't got the vaccine and you want to, that's an area to go to. And
Some
I know
decent
like
perks to getting vaccinated.
yeah, there's a lot of drop-in locations, so you don't have to take a lot of time.
Though admittedly,
So,
I'm not trying to get into it too much here, but like it is still kind of weird to go to some places. They're like, if you're not or if you are vaccinated, you can like optional wear your masks or whatever.
yeah,
But half the time, like going to like Target or Walmart or whatever, I'm still masked up just for the sake of like, because I've been going in without them, and people are like,
bruh,
what's that guy doing?
Oh no, I feel that.
And I'm like, it's fine. I don't want to be like, haha, I have my card, but
I'm still waiting to get my multi-pass thing from Etsy, so I can be like,
cool. Haha,
got
multi-pass.
Yeah.
Anywho, there's a lot of resources out for it, so please go forward and do that. And then let me see.
Blah.
And we're back.
Okay. So I was like, where was I? It's just like all sorts of fact. But with the community day and everything, I think it was great to see a lot of people there I haven't seen in a while. But one of the major things we talked about was just getting back to the community aspect. So hopefully as GoFest kind of goes forward, I was thinking of outreaching to the Aurora leads and seeing if maybe we want to do something come
we get the band back together.
I think it'd be dope to get the band back together, like end of summer, kind of like, hey, we're getting back to doing things, but end of summer, so we're not getting pressured, but also to give people time if they want to get the vaccine or not. I was checking out numbers today, and like we're in the like single digits in terms of like deaths of COVID in Colorado, which is dope. But I think like we're still at like pretty, not like horrible levels, but like 700 to 500 new cases.
Okay.
But if you look at the graph, like I could kind of free hand it reverse. So we hit this peak and then we went down and we hit kind of like a second peak, and now we're kind of like trailing off.
Okay.
So that's what I keep looking at, is that like when I say keep looking at it, it's like maybe once in a blue moon I'll go and check the stats.
Nice.
Because my whole thing is just like if the numbers are declining, that's dope. And if more people are vaccinated, even better, because then
and it's all about like if you're feeling comfortable and safe about it.
Yeah.
I think it's a peace of mind thing. So
and there was some like, and that was nice to talk about with some of the trainers, because they're like, yeah, I have reservations because of I have like a pre-existing condition of this. I wasn't able to get vaccinated. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was a thing. And again, whatever your qualms are with it, hopefully they're legitimate, not just like I don't wanna. But even if it is that, like, that's your choice. But for the rest of you, if you're still trying to go and get it while you can, and it's still easily available. But in terms of Pokemon itself, like, they just want to see kind of people getting back together to actually raid, do community stuff. I was like, I saw like a giant box of like popsicles, and I was like, man, I haven't bought one of those, and going through the process of like loading and unloading the coolers from the Tahoe. And like having that set up and getting like the table set up and the umbrella.
Having the table, I do miss having the table and everything. That was a lot of fun.
The pins, like
it'd be nice to be able to dust off the pin press.
Yeah, that life is like so foreign now. Like I'm like, man, I gotta.
And I have ways. I just because I've been playing Magic a lot recently.
Okay.
I found a way in a company that makes playing cards. So they're called proxies, which is essentially, it's like my own version of a card that I can use and play with our friends.
Okay.
So I can make, like, if you want to make like trainer cards for everybody or little things like that, I have a way to do that. Just fun fact, and maybe for future reference, get some like cool pixel art or whatever. I can do a lot with it. So I was really excited to see, I just got my order in from them, and they came out really well and for really cheap. So I was just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's if everyone wants some trainer cards for Pokemon.
That's actually going to be my first project with the iPad.
Okay.
It was like doing my little trainer profile with some of my favorite Pokemon.
Absolutely. That's an art piece I've been wanting to make for a long time. Certain, the leads is certain our friend groups or whatever with their favorite Pokemon. If it goes well enough, maybe even start commissioning that out. And then, So anyway, I can. We have an outlet or a way to make cards, and I think that's a pretty cool way to do it. So it'd be fun. The cards I got, they look, feel, play just like Magic cards or Pokemon cards in that regard. So you can do a lot. Dope. It's really cool. Aside from that, I look forward to doing community stuff. I really want to get our community table out there, and I would love to see the leads. I haven't seen them in forever. I'd love to see all the other, community usuals.
I want the cookies from Vilro.
Vilro's cookies.
I miss them.
Shouts to Vilro. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
But like we have, I mean, Vilro's cookies would be great. But then like, just see the other trainers. I'm curious to see how many people are just like, I don't fucking play Pokemon Go anymore because of the pandemic, which I can't blame you. Some people they fell out of favor with them, and I'm curious to see how many people just stuck with it. They're like, the being able to play from home was just fine, but it's nice to get out and do things with the community, which is what kind of the boat that I'm in. Guess you're in too.
Yeah,
we're on the same boat. And so I mean, I'm just excited for that, and if any step towards that, I'm all for. So again, there are a lot of resources out there. If you don't, again, it's all your choice. It really is. But if you're feeling it, there's a lot of good places. My brother just got his vaccination at Target. There's a CVS inside of a Target. He got the appointment for it like a week out, and they're like, yeah, just show up, got a shot, and he's like, yeah, cool, and he's good to go. So it's really nice. So anyway, I did open with, we talked about we're gonna do some premature Go Festulation with GoFest. So GoFest, they announced this happening July 17th, 18th, right? July 17th and 18th. This will be the 5th year of Pokemon Go Fest.
Oh wow. It doesn't feel like it.
5 years of this, half a decade of
this. They've gotten
game.
so much money from my time.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason why Niantic's $1 billion company right now. But anyway, last year GoFest was $15. I thought it was still worth it, but this year they're like, hey, it's $5. It's a remote type of event, as far as we know. And they kind of split it up into 2 days. So like you get the $5. You pay the $5, but you get the pass for both days, day 1, day 2. Yeah. Day 1 is centered, and I think day 1's the one I'm more excited about, to be completely honest. That's the Saturday, July 17th. It's all about catching. So, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., that's a fat 8 hours in the summer heat. Fat 8 hours. You get a whole bunch of different features. All trainers, there's ticketed features, and then there's features for every trainer. So you don't even have to have a ticket to enjoy Go Fest things, because they're celebrating. Pokemon Go's been out 5 years.
There could still be glitches like there was last year, where trainers who weren't and I'm still getting good shit.
Again, this is premature Go Festulation, so maybe we talk about like just be prepared for a makeup event, because it always happens. But really, don't count on it, but don't be surprised if there has to be one.
Glitches happen, guys.
Glitches happen all the time. And with these types of events, so every time almost.
They're bringing back the same hourly habitats, which is going to be dope. I won't go into all the details there, but there will be Pokemon specific to those. Yep. And it's going to be, jungle, desert, ocean, and cave.
They do like desert mountain specifically.
Ooh. So it's like
so it's like, think about like your rock and steel Pokemon, like Skarmory, Shieldons, etc.
Yeah.
Ocean Beach.
Ooh.
Not like Colorado.
Not like Colorado.
But that is gonna be like fairies and dragons.
All right. What are there any going to be some new shiny releases?
Some caves.
Specifically?
There will
I think that's what people care about the most.
So shiny Whismur, Chimecho, Audino, Timpole will all be making their Go debut during the event.
Okay. And then I think there's more shiny potentials too. The other shinies, I thought there's shiny Throw, shiny Sock.
And Throw. Yeah.
So those are the 2 fighter boys that came out recently. So they're the ones wearing the gis. If you don't know what a gi is, it's a typical karate or martial arts uniform. So they stand out as opposed to like Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. And then you have the shiny potential of Unknown F, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going to be attracted more to the lures.
I'm pretty sure the unknowns will be attracted to incense. And then all the unknowns, because they've done it, the unknowns can be shiny, I believe.
Yeah.
This year's Go Fest, the theme is musical. So they have 2 special Pikachus.
Because yes.
Hooray. But anyway, there's 2 special Pikachus for the event. There's a pop star Pikachu. It's pretty cute. And then there's a rock star Pikachu.
Gonna be dope.
He looks pretty rad. Shiny Unknown F, Shiny Thur, Shiny Sock will making their Pokemon Go debut.
And there's also potential of Shiny Unknown G as well.
Okay.
So that's going to be pretty cool. And then again, there's going to be a lot of, again, this is just preliminary. They still haven't announced which kind of mythical will be the research for GoFest. Because all the other GoFests have had some sort of mythical that you work toward during the event. And they haven't announced that yet. So to me, like, this was enough to get me to buy the ticket, but I'm still curious to see what else is to come. They said they're also going to be bringing back the kind of competition, the global competition with each other.
Yeah.
Which I'm
so you
kind
can
of
like see the whole stats of people.
Yeah, I just don't want that to again slow down,
bog it down. Yeah.
So I hope that that's an option where I can just like turn that base off and be like, I don't want to see no one's, or just like I just want to see my friends. I don't need to see globally. So we'll see. And they always try to tag it with something that's linked to like Twitter, like post or tag a photo of this or this. And I'm like, who? If you're playing, like, I don't understand why you're doing all that, but it's a feature.
Going back to what I was talking about real quick. So it's the theme of it is a music festival, and you're the festival director. So you're helping Professor Willow, if you want lore implications.
Right.
You're helping Professor Willow and the team leaders put on a great concert celebration. So one thing that's really nice is they brought Junichi Masuda, who did all the original music for Pokemon games.
Okay.
And stuff. They brought him back for this game, and so he created specific music for this. So whether you choose Popstar Pikachu or Rockstar Pikachu, that determines what music you're listening to in the game. So I encourage, if you're going to play this event, most people play with music off. You can play this event, maybe have the music on because it will be special music. It's not the same Pokemon Go music. And it's specific to whichever Pikachu you
quest for.
Yeah. And then there's going to be, so the Global Challenge Arena is going to be back. There's going to be, I don't remember, they haven't really announced it. I think they mentioned it.
What?
The mythical Pokemon quest.
Well, no, they haven't. They just said that there will be one, but they haven't announced it.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, they kind of mentioned it. They haven't said what it is.
Yeah.
They have, when that's similar to in the past, we've had, what now, Jirachi, Celebi, Mew. So, if you look at Gen 4 Mythicals, you can start to guess, but I mean, maybe Shaman or Arceus.
It should be Shaman, but
Arceus?
If people were following that, I remember someone found like the silhouette of it in the waterfall of the loading screen image. Like, look, there's Arceus, and it was like the light on the rock face. It could be that, and I think that'd be kind of cool if they would do him. So there's hoping. Again, they could always change it up and do two of them.
Right. True. I mean, it'd be nice. Because we talked about it, I think last time, or at least in our own talks, about like what are the implications of would they split the Kanto event between red version and green version? So what if there's two different passes? Is that what they're going to do for the future? Is there going to be two versions of the event to increase? So like it incentivizes people to interact with each other, right? It incentivizes the social aspect of Pokemon Go. Like, hey, I literally cannot catch Growlithe on my green version, but you can't catch Vulpix, so I catch one, you catch the other, we trade, right? Like, that's the idea behind it. Like, do you think they're going to start kind of leaning in that direction? It's not necessarily happening with this one. Yes, you pick between Popstar or Rockstar, which chooses your music and which Pikachu you get.
And I think that's what we'll get more information on. I think they will, simply because they tried it out. Again, they're trials. Because we still don't know what the research could be. So I think if you want to form a whole band, which I think will be the point of this, they'd probably want you to interact with the partnering version. So Popstar will need to link up with the Rockstar in order to give a performance or something like that in order to get this. So I think it'll involve trading for a Popstar or Rockstar Pikas and doing this, or getting the specific group together, a lot of aerial photos of things to just make sure that you can actually get the whole band together and do something. And then that will help release whatever the mythical is of that, of the Go Fest.
So with that,
that's my
I
assumption.
think that's the direction they go, and I'd have to agree with you there. I'm curious to see how that evolves. I don't mind it, to be honest. I don't mind only being able to buy one half of it, and someone else like you can buy the other half of it. That way we can play together. It's another social aspect. I like playing this game with people. Solo playing it, you can have fun, you can do things, but I'm a social gamer, and that includes other games that I play on the side. I prefer to play with people 99% of the time. So, for GoFest, there's a couple of things I just wanted to point out. And this is both days are for all trainers. Trainer photos will be featured in Today View, so you get to see other people's photos if you're into that. Kind of interesting for some people. Lure modules.
I always wonder, on a side note, if anyone puts like obviously like inappropriate
questionable?
photos. Like, is Niantic filtering? Or is it like live feed? I just remember like
That's a
the
good question.
newscasters who were getting like photographs and like, yeah, we're taking live feed, and someone submitted like a lower Johnson pick,
A Lower Johnson pick.
and it showed up on the big screen, and everyone's like,
Oof.
and they just like flashed it really quick. But like,
Hey, props to
people
those
with
people.
keen eyes are just like,
Yeah. I'm not sure how many Beldum pictures you're gonna get here, but
I'll ask Joel. Joel
Joel's the master of it. He
He's-
put that pose just for that, by the way. Guys, if you guys don't know, Blashnash, the
Blash
illustrious Joel, he's been a guest on here before.
Yes.
For a long time. I don't know if he still has it, but he bought a
He
specific
does.
pose for his trainer avatar in Pokemon Go, and he has a Beldum as his buddy Pokemon. So at the right angle, it just looks like Beldum's his giant guy.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. Anyway, lure modules will last for 3 hours.
Finally.
Kind of nice.
They
Special
did that
music.
today, which is like, thank
Yeah,
God.
they should do it every time. Half hatch distance with eggs, so get your loot boxes ready, I guess. Pokemon hatchings from 7Ks are going to be Igglybuff, Chingling, Audino. Basically, again, music's the overall theme, sound, which is kind of interesting because sound was pretty popular in the last one too.
Yes, it was.
But anyway, that's the overall theme, and then there's going to be event exclusive field research, a special on map visual stuff. So the stuff we talk about, like the confetti, but like things that make the world feel more populated, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm excited for. I will say there is this might piss off some people. So Google
What?
Play is an official sponsor for the event.
Okay.
Google Play, therefore, is only for Android phones, and so Android players will get some kind of bonuses.
Okay.
Well, I mean, people were already mad that the Verizon exclusive event happened.
Haters are gonna hate, and taters are gonna
That is
tate.
true. So, if you do play on an Android phone, so I do right now, from now until wait, never mind. Oops, that's already expired. But there's a special earn rate from July 12th to July 18th for Google Play points modifier. So it's like essentially the more money you spend during these certain things, any purchases made in Pokemon Go or whatever go towards Google Play points. You can redeem those for like coupons for like $5 off or whatever.
Oh, that's really cool.
So it's like a rewards program essentially. They're saying trainers using Android devices on Saturday the 17th will be eligible for an exclusive sponsored gift to help power their Pokemon Go Fest experience. So it's like things like that. You get exclusive sponsored gifts if you're running Android.
Oh, well.
Like I said, some people might be mad. I don't care. I play on both. It is what it is. And usually the exclusive stuff, like the Verizon thing, wasn't bad. I think it was pretty
Verizon-
nice. It was actually a pretty good
A
event.
lot of people actually had a lot of issues with it because they didn't know how to access it, and it was confusing. Like, let's be real, it was. Because like getting the app, like me, I'm family plan, so I had to like make sure I can do whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel that, and then others were like, "Well, this is my business account," and I'm like, "You shouldn't be playing Pokemon on your business phone." But that's my personal preference. Like, obviously, that's no judgment there. It's you're playing to play,
Right.
but there's a lot of different kind of criterias. So to me, if you know that there's an event coming, read up on it and do your research first and foremost before the event starts. Not waiting till the day of and being like, "What do I do?" Because then you're gonna miss the fucking event. Like, to me, it was an easy opportunity to get Stardust, some Dinos, and yeah, just like overall experience and stuff. But mainly the little Dragon Boys, because you don't get to get them every day.
Yeah, the Dinos were nice for the
Yeah.
Verizon event. And look, Dino was on the key art for Go Fest, so you'll have more opportunities to get more of those.
Same with little Chat Tot.
Yeah, Chita.
So get Lucky Boys.
Which will be
It's also nice to get them. Like, I still remember when we got the makeup event for Go Fest for Chicago. So getting some of the Pachirisus in
Pachirisus.
Aurora was really
Wait, you
cool.
got
Like,
this Canadian exclusive Pokemon in
Yeah.
Aurora, Colorado?
so like that was really cool. So like That's one thing I
Um,
always like saying is like, ah,
Yeah, no, but like I said, it wasn't too bad. But for the most part, most exclusive things are just kind of silly. Like it's not like a again pay to win experience in that regard. Pokemon Go itself can be pay to play or pay to win in some aspects. Like Go Fest, if you want to really enjoy an enhanced experience, $5. You know, it's still $5. That's money that you don't technically have to pay. But you know that's how they get you, right? It's a relatively small amount. I think it's worth it. You know, I'm going to advocate for that just because I think your experience will be better based on the $5. Now, if it's still $15 and they don't give us more information and they don't show us anything else, I'm on the fence. I'm like, is that really worth it? You know, for me, probably, but for a lot of other people, no. I can't go out and say, you know, the Regigigas event was worth $8, or you know, or even like the Genesect. So anyway, things like that. Um, you know, it is what it is. Don't be mad. Don't be upset. Usually, it's not worth it to get mad at.
it's
First of
not.
all.
And again, you're playing
Um,
to enjoy it. So if there's some elements you like of participating in it, then do it for that. Don't do it because someone is peer pressuring you. Hopefully by now you've learned from playing this game that FOMO is a real thing.
it
Fear of
is.
missing out, but you don't need to feel obligated to do things because others are doing it. So
Yeah.
take your fucking time. Like there will always be shinies. Once it's released, it's generally just released. So you'll run into it. So like they had the makeup thing for Galarian Ponyta. If you're really upset about it, at some point we're gonna get the Galarian Pokemon, like all of them, which means Ponytas will be running rampant. So don't waste your energy or money getting, or more energy and money, I should say, getting passes and things for Pokemon that will eventually just be coming to the game.
Yeah.
Same with like the PvP. So like Minfu's out now.
Which is cool.
So if you get past rank 5, which is really fucking easy to do, you have a chance encounter with Minfu. At some point, just like Rufflet and just like those other boys, eventually it'll just be in a weekly research. So there's no point in like really fretting about it, but like, oh, I gotta do this. How can Niantic do this to me? Just fucking be patient. Like it's really easy.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to be patient.
Just shut down the phone and go do many of the other things.
It's hard for a lot of people. I understand it's hard for people to be patient, but in this case, just fucking wait. Like it's not hard. The other thing, so that's GoFest. Still excited. We'll have obviously. I think there's gonna be more news about it, especially like
I want to do like a drunk
the
Go
event
Fest
is.
prep with like the leads,
That'd be kind of
and
fun.
just have like a round table. We're just drinking and talking about what we're gonna do.
GoFest, yeah. So that's coming up in July. Now we do have a couple of things obviously in between now and July. So this coming week we have what they're doing, the Slowpoke thing.
Yeah,
So it's the season of discovery begins with a very slow event. Ooh, so little Homer Simpson head.
I never thought
Galarian Slowpoke is
Oh my god!
making its Pokemon Go debut. You can evolve it into Galarian Slowbro by catching 30 poison type Pokemon when it's your buddy. So similar to
Pancham.
Pancham,
Pancham was annoying.
which is kind of annoying. Well, I mean, I think part of it's because it's Pokemon or Dark Pokemon.
yes.
And right after they removed it, pulled all the Dark
Yes.
Pokemon from the wild
Man,
with the event.
I had to wake up early in the morning just to get him at like dusk
They
or like
did-
before sunrise.
They did
like,
us dirty.
ugh.
Like this is the one time where I'm like, bro, where the Murkrow at? You know, like especially here.
That's
for a while there,
Buccianas.
Murkrow, Bucciana were just everywhere, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Anyway, Galarian
Some
Slowpoke
bullshit.
and Galarian Slowbro, which I do love Galarian Slowpoke and Slowbro.
He's cool.
Mega Slowbro's coming in its Pokemon Go debut. For Mega Raids. So you know, if you want the Mega Pokemon, some people are collecting those. Mega Slowbro, and then event exclusive field research tasks that will reward Mega Slowbro energy.
Cool.
If you want more energy, I mean, it's kind of nice to have. I don't know how good Mega Slowbro will be. So during the event, there's going to be Slowpoke because it's all about being slow. Slowpoke, Slackoth, Gulpin, Spoink for some reason.
Spoink does seem like an inefficient traveler. Just bounces.
Yeah, but if it stops bouncing, it dies. So
Is that what it is?
yeah, Spoink's Pokedex entry. If it stops bouncing, it dies.
How the fuck does it sleep?
It bounces in its sleep. Just get over it.
Oh, someone just trips it. It's like die.
Die.
Do it. Murder.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. Like, if you stun it, does it die? You can't bounce anymore. Anyway,
It's just like all these dark timeline thoughts.
apparently, if you're lucky, you might encounter Slowbro or Vigoroth, which would be fine if they could be shiny in the wild.
Well, they do that with a few, like Arcanine and Pidgeot, so it'd be cool if they did do it
Yeah,
for
but
that.
if there was that forever, that'd be great.
Well, I think Arcanine and them now are just there.
I
like,
fucking
they
hope
can't
so.
be shiny.
Every Pokemon should be. If
Agreed.
the family is shiny, every Pokemon in that
fucking
family should be shiny in the wild. I don't care. If there's a Charizard out by the fucking barn and I catch it, click on it, and it's black, that's pretty awesome.
It should be. It should be.
Yeah.
But so anything else major for this? It seems like it's going to be a quick
It's another event.
event, week long.
You got if you want more Timber or Shinxes, if you didn't get shinies of those.
Well, see, I missed the fucking Top Hat Shinx shiny. But Timber itself, see, that's another one. So Timber is going to be out?
Yeah, one-star
in raids.
1-star raids. Yeah, sorry guys.
Damn it! But at least
if it was in the wild, it would be nice though.
Well, it's funny because I actually just hatched a shiny one yesterday, okay. So I was like, "Yes, bitch!" But it's in the 10K egg. So again, keep in mind some of the eggs do have some good stuff, but it's a patience game. Again, like you're saying, it's a loot box. But yeah, if you want to spend your money, go for it. If not, I go walking, or again, do what some people do and invest in the little rocker systems. $20 on Amazon. Have that shit walk for you. Hatch your Aggies with the infinite. But yeah, what is there any other big events?
So that's kind of the beginning of this new, because remember they went to a seasonal model, so a lot of other games
Season of Legends
seasons. Well, now it's going to be the season of Discovery, which is kind of the next 3 months or up until September.
Okay.
And essentially it starts off with the Slowpoke event, and then there are going to be other events that help support it. And the seasonal model reminds me again of like popular online games today. So Call of Duty, like Warzone, does seasons. Destiny does seasons like every 3 months, I think, or 2.5 months or something like that.
Okay.
So every 2.5 months, there's like a whole rotation of new weapons and new things, new lore bits, and that's what this feels like to me as a player of those other games.
Okay.
So, so there's a lot going on. First of all, the key image they use is another deerling. It's kind of cute.
Such a sweetheart.
Cute. Get all the deerlings and the Sawsbucks for all the different seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it started on June 1st and it'll go until September 1st for this season. So there's a couple things to expect. Let's see. Just skimming over this. Obviously, new Mega Pokemon, new Mega Raids.
Cool.
Different Pokemon will be appearing in the wild. So as seasons change, different Pokemon will be appearing in different areas across the world. In cities, Pokemon such as Alolan, Rattata, Dark Pokemon, Magnemite, Porygon will be appearing more frequently in the wild, which is to be expected. It'd be kind of cool though.
There's one at my house the other day.
Far off, like forests or woody areas, Bellsprouts, Doduos, Skorupies will be appearing more frequently in the wild. Mountains will be seeing more Rhyhorn, Nosepass, Dwebble, stuff we already see. More appearing Magikarp, Marill, Wailmer around bodies of water. So again, it's just like a seasonal rotation of Pokemon. Some of these Pokemon actually, like, we're used to seeing them because we've seen them in the years past, but like they haven't necessarily been as frequent.
Yeah.
Recently.
So there'll just be shifts in the Pokemon that are
yeah, that's how the seasonal model will work. I guess there's Hemisphere exclusive Pokemon because again, just because it's summer here doesn't mean it's summer in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
So in the Northern Hemisphere, we'll get a Alolan Diglett, Staryu, Barboach, Petilil. Will be appearing more frequently in the wild. First partner Pokemon originally discovered in the Hoenn region, so Trico, Torchic, and Mudkips are coming back. Summer form Deerling, and then encounter Sableye, Scythers, Combees in the wild. In the Southern Hemisphere, however, you'll get a Alolan Sandshrew, Alolan Vulpix, Shelter, because it's going to be more winter time. They're going to get Sinnoh starters, so Turtwig, Chimchar, Piplup, and then they'll get the winter form Deerling, finally, in the Southern Hemisphere. And then Lickitung, Chimecho, Cubchoo in the wild down there. Different Pokemon hatching from eggs. Not that
we don't care.
Give a shit about eggs.
Just look up the graphic for that. Again, they shift based on also events, so just know that if a specific thing, so like like we're saying for GoFest, for example, where it's more musically inclined, it'll be eggs that you get from trainers during that time period, not eggs you had beforehand.
Correct.
So again, just keep that in mind. If you're like, oh, I want to hatch all these because they'll be musical, just know that if it's from before.
Like this is one where I kind of like the 10Ks if it was only that one. So from normal 10Ks, they're adding, or not adding, but you'll see Timber, Rufflet, Goomy, and Noibat a lot more, which would be nice if it was just those.
Yeah.
4 and not more Larvatars.
Yeah, Niantic.
Or other dumb shit. From the Adventure Sync rewards from the 10Ks, Bagon, Beldum, boo. Gible, kind of boo after today.
It should just be Riolu's.
And then Riolu's. Or only
Riolu's and Axus.
Axus and Riolu's.
Axus and Dinos should be the only 3 in those fucking eggs.
Same thing with the 5Ks. You get Togepi's, Gligers, Skarmory's, Bonslies, and the normal one. That sucks. And you can't just throw eggs away, right?
No.
Isn't
again, this is where Niantic again should just expand the roster. Like, it was nice of them to do that for the strange eggs, to give you the chance to just collect them separately, but I think we're long overdue for an extended roster of that, or just again another infinite incubator.
Well, and this is something we talked about, so being able to access each other's chests. I know we haven't talked about that quite yet, but we were talking about like what can you do with items? What can you do with things like eggs? Why can't I cycle through eggs? Like, why can't I just punt them or feed them to an egg monster?
Or you just set them at a stop for someone else?
For real. It'd be kind of interesting. I can go to the...
Give him the Willow to make omelets. Like,
for real.
He seems like a monster in that. Like, I think he would love eggs.
So there's that, and then there's a plethora of items I have. And, like, I have a lot of evolutionary items that people might not have as many anymore. Like certain stones or rocks or whatever. I don't need them. I hold on to them because sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I'll get the Pokemon I want to evolve into it, but I don't need it because I already have it.
Or an event needs it.
Yeah, or something like that. But it would be nice to be able to get rid of my items, but not in the, hey, I'm deleting them type of way. What if another trainer that just started recently doesn't have access to those same items? What if they need that? What if they need the King's Rock? Or the upgrade?
And maybe that could just be something that comes with being a best buddy.
Or what if they're just insane and they love Nanab berries?
I'm sure someone does.
And I'm just like, okay, there's some kind of bro science between using
Rattatas and
Nanab berries. Yeah, so... so it's just like, instead of being able to throw them away, put them in some sort of chest or box or something like a Bill's PC of items. That'd be kind of neat to like have your friends list be able to access. Like, hey, I need 400 Ultra Balls. You got some Ultra Balls? And I was like, I got 50 more I really don't need, because, like, to be completely honest, I'll delete balls more often than use them.
Yeah.
Unless it's a big event or a community day or something like that. And even then, by the time that event comes by, I'm already stocked up. I'm ready to go. I don't need to sit on 600 Pokeballs.
Or they just separate it, like make berries its own...
berry bag.
A berry bag
that doesn't eat up my fucking normal bags.
Just like they do with the stickers. Like, as pointless as those fucking things are, they did right by having them be their own infinite container of space. Yeah. They should do the same thing with berries or evolution items, because the Poke bags in the games have always had their own categories of stuff. So you had healing items, you had Pokeballs, and you had all that. I don't see why we keep getting these weird limitations.
Yeah,
for it, or like we do with the remote passes 3.
I think it'd be nice.
Like,
I think
it just seems like an odd stop.
I think Pokemon should be able to hold items.
They should.
That'd be fun, especially if you could trade them. B, introduce some other kind of fun mechanics from Pokemon, and I don't think that's too big of an ask. I know it breaks certain game economies or whatever. Oh no, I'm not going to go spin stops because I can get 10 Pokeballs from Jack.
You still have to spin stops.
Not true. I'm still spinning stops.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't need the items or whatever, I'm still spinning that stop because there are other incentives for me to spin.
Well, and that's actually kind of a drawback too. If your item bag's full, you can't spin stops.
Well, that's one of the reasons. Yeah.
So if you're like everything is precious, you're just like kind of fucked.
Yeah, it's like I'm the asshole that plays an RPG but will never use that potion because I think I might need it for the next dungeon. So I'm just like, hey, I'd rather just die and reset the fight than use that potion half the time, and I'm stupid. So like, You know, it's kind of not similar. Well, Pokemon Go was similar, like when revives and potions were on the, like you couldn't get them as much.
Yeah, that
So
shit
it's just like, I never
sucked.
wanted to use revives or anything because I was like,
Mhm.
fuck, bro, it takes forever to get them.
I still rarely will chuck them unless I have like a surplus of max revives or like max potions, and I'm
Yeah,
just like, okay,
you know, and it's like
there
things
you
like that. But like I'm sitting on 150 max revives. I don't need 150, so I can give some of those out to
or
some of my
again, the
friends.
golden razes you get from doing the raids. Like, I
Yeah,
don't need
I
the
think it would.
amount that they give. Like,
And I know
and with the rare candies, I now just have to like pawn them off on like all the legendaries.
I know there's
Like,
hesitation on Niantic's side of things for being able to trade resources with other players because it's an opportunity to monetize, it's an opportunity for bots to make accounts to
people are gonna
catch things.
monetize no matter what Niantic
That is true.
tries.
And
Like, I see it every
therefore,
day.
and therefore, I was thinking like, how cool would it be if like, hey, I put on a little tournament event. We do the baby tournament, and so you can only use baby Pokemon to beat the shit out of each other. And then after that, winner can get 50 of my rare candies because I always sit on like 400 of them at any given time.
I think that'd be cool.
Or whatever. Just like, hey, I can use items as prize support in game as well as the gift cards or whatever we get out for other things. Um, sorry, I'm laughing at Mako.
I just like the
I
silhouette in the background.
he
It's just like bong.
But yeah, no, I think that would be fun. Give me another opportunity because I do feel worse. I would feel way better giving my items to other players that might need them, than just chucking them in the recycle.
Yeah. And to me, it's just like it's your items. Kind of do what you want with them. Like,
Yeah,
you obtain them, so you should be able to give them to fellow trainers. And again, Niantic could always limit it to just like Ultra and Best Friends can do this.
yeah.
It gives you more. Again, it's another incentive to the leveling up process.
Like I said,
Because
worst case is you have items that your Pokemon has to hold and trade them.
that'd be cool. Like,
Like,
I do like 100 trades a day anyway. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, for
Give
you, it
me-
makes sense. For me, who doesn't trade every day all the time, that might give me an incentive to try trading more.
yeah.
That's one of the things I would like. I would like to see the bag space kind of redone in general. So having like a berry bag in would be great.
Berry bag would be dope.
Because I want to see new mechanics implemented. I want to see special balls. All right, I'm not rewording it. Fuck it. I want to see balls. All the balls. Give me all the balls. Well, in games, how you make balls is usually through apricots. Different fruits make different balls. So if I want lure balls or fast balls, this is a lot of balls. If I want,
And that's part of what Pat and I were talking about today
Yeah.
too, is just like certain mechanics of the game, like the Pokeballs, can be updated.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of opportunity to. Is there a real need? No, but it's just a way to just reinvigorate the game in simple
Well,
aspects.
my argument would be there is a need because I want more depth in my game that I'm spending time and money on. I
Yeah.
think, sure,
I
it
still
can
want a
be-
dark storyline.
It can be overwhelming, but at the same time, like it's different incentives. It gives different strokes for different folks. It gives different people different avenues to be able to play the game in ways that they want to play. That you don't have to think too fucking hard about. That's
Yeah.
the beauty of it. Like
See-
again, if I want the dark timeline too. I want to be Team Rocket or Team
And see Niantic,
whatever.
I want one thing I request,
Okay.
humbly request, is if on the Niantic website we can do submittals for potential challenges, future challenges. And just
Like in-game challenges.
yeah, that they can apply and then just see what is possible or not. So like little quest lines, because clearly these little 1 week challenges, these are just something to just entertain us.
Sure.
But I'm sure lots of people have some ideas. And again, I understand the hesitation with monetization, but it could just be as simple as just like what you do with the Pokestops. Like when you submit this is something that goes to us. Here are the rules, criteria, small print that you do. And it's probably just know if we take this, it's because you gave it to us free of charge. If everyone's fine with that, I think it'd be dope to get challenges from other people and see what could be done. Because I think some of the stuff you guys are doing is awesome, but I think a lot of players can give you some interesting feedback too.
Yeah.
And I don't really see the formats in order to do that unless it's in a complaint fashion. Because again, I don't have many complaints for the game as it plays right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's just things that it'd be cool to see in the future that I don't know is a priority or what your guys' priorities are as Niantic. So clearly GoFest is going to be a big thing. Music is kind of we've seen this before, but again, it's going to be a different element. And again, I want to see it. I'm still excited for GoFest and shit, but I'm wondering what GoFest will be the following year. Is it going to be still remote or not? That's something, but I'm more curious about the theme because I don't know how long music can last. And
Music.
I think music is an easy one, and they've been doing the things with like who did they have? Post Malone.
Posty.
And then they did Katy Perry, and she's singing with like Pikachu and such.
Yeah, Electric.
Yeah, I still have yet to listen to the song, but people.
It's a jam.
People said it was a bop.
It's a bop.
So I was like, that's really cool.
So random. That and Posty being random too.
Yeah. And again, I think that element's great. Music is always something that gets people going. I'd just be interested to see what else they're gonna do because not every mythical is musically inclined.
You tell me Arceus isn't just based off of music?
He's creation. And that's where again they can do other cool stuff like art, like all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
I just want
I would like to see more, and I'd like to see them take a few more risks because music seems pretty
It's a safe zone.
Safe. And you know, like I said, I'm excited
Go metal
for Junichi Masuda. Hey, who knows what Rockstar Pikachu music's gonna be?
Get K-pop stands in there.
K-pop for the pop star, and then you got like Through the Fire and Flames.
I want to see
Dragon
J. Cole
Force for J. Cole.
do 95 South to Pokemon.
In Pokemon.
Yeah, I think that'd be amazing. I want to see it. Please.
That'd be pretty good. Yo, that album's a banger. But anyway, no. Well, you got anything else?
No, I'm excited for it. I hope people's energy gets like reinvigorated for Pokemon. It's one of those things where, especially getting back to the community stuff, like I want to get back to happy hours. I want to get back to like seeing people. And again, I haven't done many happy hours, but again, I want to see people.
I want to, not that I haven't been, but you know, being able to, because we had a good relationship going with Heroes and with Piper and that we're just starting. You know, these are local businesses that I'd like to support and I'd love to continue supporting. So again, I'll shout out Dueling Land. Love those guys. You do all the trading cards and all the fun stuff for all your Pokemon card needs because you guys are psychos.
Needs.
There's actually fun fact. There's a brand new EV set coming out. It's all about evolutions, and that shit's a banger.
Is it?
It's good. Anyway,
when is it coming out?
It's already out in Japan.
Of course it is.
But little note secret, our gaming shop over here will have it. So anyway, they're a great little shop. Support local businesses, and again, you know, get to give back to the community by doing so. I just changed my trash company to a local business. I just did, you know, I try to eat at restaurants that are local. I try to do all that fun stuff. So, anywho, we love you. Take care.
Fun.
Yeah, have fun. It's. I think it's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun because it's hot, but it's gonna be fun.
Fuck the heat.
It's gonna be fun because of other things. Anyway, we love you.
Bye.